It's a major cultural flashpoint that we're reporting on right here. Satyajit Ray's ancestral home in Mymensingh in Bangladesh is now being demolished, sparking outrage across the borders. This comes only a month after Rabindranath Tagore's ancestral home in Sirajganj was vandalized by a mob. India has expressed profound regret and offered to help restore the century-old property, once home to Ray's grandfather and Bengal-Renaissance figure Upendra Kishore Ray Choudhury. India, in its official statement, has urged Bangladesh to treat Ray's home as a site of cultural partnership and heritage, offering technical and financial assistance to reconstruct it as a museum or heritage culture center. The site, used as Mymensingh Shishu Academy up until 2014, was left abandoned, and Bangladesh authorities now cite safety concerns to justify the demolition. Heritage activists and Bangladesh's own archaeology department have slammed the move, calling it a blow to shared cultural history. My colleague spoke to Satyajit Ray's son, Sandip Ray, on the demolition order that's been issued. Ray acknowledged that the house was already in complete ruins even before the demolition began and said that it had been neglected for years together, in spite of ongoing talks about granting it heritage status.
Mr. Ray, thank you for speaking to us. Very firstly, before I get into the cultural loss that this symbolizes, I would want to ask you, what does this demolition mean to your family and your personal reaction to it?
আমি জিনিসটা বাংলাতে বলছি। অনেকদিন আগে বাবা যখন সুকুমার রায়ের উপর ডকুমেন্টারি করেছিলেন 1987-এ, তখন উনি প্ল্যান করছিলেন যে বাংলাদেশে গিয়ে বাড়িটা তুলে আনবেন ছবিটার জন্য, ফিল্মটার জন্য। তো উনি একজনকে পাঠিয়েছিলেন, একজন প্রোডাকশন ওর একজন সহকারীকে পাঠিয়েছিলেন বাংলাদেশে, যে কি অবস্থায় রয়েছে বাড়িটা, তার যদি একটা কোনো স্টিল তুলে আনে। তো সেটা উনি স্টিল তুলে এনেছিলেন এবং মাই ফাদার ওয়াজ ভেরি ডিসহার্টেন্ড, কারণ ভীষণ খারাপ অবস্থায় ব্যাপারটা ছিল, যে কারণে বাবা আর ওই ছবিগুলো ইউজ করেননি ওর ফিল্মে। উনি ভীষণই মানে মানে মন খারাপ হয়ে গেছিল বাড়ির অবস্থা দেখে। তো এইটুকুই আমি বলতে পারি, কারণ আমরা যাইনি, বাবাও কোনোদিন যাননি, বাবা তো এখানে জন্মেছেন, কলকাতায় জন্মেছেন। কাজেই মানে বাড়িটা খুবই খারাপ অবস্থায় ছিল এবং সেটা পরে মানে মানে কয়েক বছর আগে আমি একটা খবর পেয়েছিলাম যে সেটা রেস্টোরেশন হবে, কিন্তু একটা হেরিটেজ স্ট্যাটাস পাবে, কিন্তু এখন তো শুনছি ওটা ভেঙে ফেলা হবে। কাজে আমার পক্ষে বলার কিছু নেই। ইটস ভেরি স্যাড যে এই ব্যাপারটা হতে চলেছে।
So do you think enough was done by the Bangladeshi authorities to actually preserve the site like you were told earlier?
না, সেটা তো হলে ভালোই হতো, কিন্তু এখন তো সেটা সিনারিওটা চেঞ্জ করে গেছে। এখন তো আমি ফার্দার এর থেকে আর কিছু বলতে চাই না, কারণ প্রথমত আমরা জানি না যে কি অবস্থায় রয়েছে বাড়িটা, সেটাই আমরা জানি না। দিস ইজ মোস্ট আনফরচুনেট, এই হচ্ছে ব্যাপার।
It's unfortunate, right?
I'm going to go straight across to Tapas and Gupta for more details on that. Tapas, talk to us about a plan of action. Is the MEA now in conversation? Okay, they have made an offer, we understand, but has Bangladesh in that sense reverted on the fact that they are willing to, try and restore this heritage property's legacy?
Well, yes, it's very unfortunate that the parental house of Satyajit Ray, which was originally belonged to Upendra Kishore Ray Choudhury, who happened to be the grandfather of Satyajit Ray, is absolutely in a dilapidated condition. Now, the government of Bangladesh decided to demolish it just to build a concrete building. Now, notably, Shishu Academy was established in that very house, which ran very successfully, but lasts several decades now that the academy was not functioning there due to the dilapidated condition. But now the ME has offered help to the Bangladesh government in rebuilding that structure, because it is of immense cultural heritage as far as Bengali language is concerned. But we are yet to hear anything from the government of Bangladesh. But my sources within Bangladesh have confirmed that deliberations are being made from different NGOs. They had earlier offered to the Bangladesh government in multiple locations so that they could build and restore the structure and make it a heritage property, but that was not given much heed at that point in time. Now, since for the first time the government of India came with an official statement that India is ready to help in rebuilding and restoring that heritage. Now it remains to be seen what would be the stand of Bangladesh, but Bangladesh government have yet not stated their stand as of now. But yes, there are several NGOs and organizations who work very closely with Bangladesh have said that they have expressed interest to help Bangladesh government to rebuild that structure once again, because it is of immense importance as far as cultural ethos is concerned. But official statement is still awaited from Bangladesh government. Back to you.
You know, I also want to ask you that this is something that has happened in the past as well. This is Satyajit Ray. In the past, a similar incident of this kind had happened with Rabindranath Tagore's heritage property. A concern again that India had raised, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Rabindranath Tagore's property was also, we had seen, was absolutely in a dilapidated condition, and the government of Bangladesh was not keen. However, Rabindranath Tagore and Nazrul Islam are very close to Bengali cultural ethos, because in one hand, when Bangladesh is talking about their preserving their cultural rights and preserving their language, in that case, it becomes more imperative for them to come and take a step forward. It was first Rabindranath Tagore, and there are a series of Bengali cultural figures whose houses either were demolished or ransacked or are in a dilapidated condition, but none of them have been repaired or restored as of now. Now it remains to be seen. First time after the government of India came out with a statement as far as Upendra Kishore Ray Choudhury's residence in Mymensingh is concerned, to restore and help Bangladesh in rebuilding that property. What would be the stand of the Bangladesh is something that we need to wait and watch now. Back
All
to you.
right. India has offered to help Bangladesh, but there is yet to be a response from them. The family members also, Tapas, extremely disappointed. In fact, we also spoke with Satyajit Ray's son, who said that, you know, he'd wished that the Bangladesh government had done much more in this direction. But he's also acknowledged that this was ignored and this was neglected for years together. Talk to us about what is being done in this property right now. And the proposal, of course, is that it should be turned into a museum, isn't it?
Well, yes, that's the proposal. And as I said, the Shishu Academy was functioning there years ago, and it was established by none other than Upendra Kishore Ray Choudhury somewhere around early 20th century. And ever since then, it had played a crucial role as far as taking Bengali culture to every house and home, both in both the sides of the border. But post 1947, the government turned it into an academy. But now what we have been given to understand, however, official sources are yet to confirm that they are in a process of building a concrete structure in that very place, and start a museum by demolishing that the existing structure, which remains to be absolutely in a dilapidated condition. But I spoke to a couple of journalists out there, as they confirmed that the structure is even not that bad that it has to be demolished to build a concrete structure to make a museum or other academy. But it can be very well restored, and if there is a will now from the part of the Bangladesh government, it can be transformed. Now, government of India have already offered to help them. Now, the communities that work closely with Bangladesh government as far as cultural aspects are concerned, they had also raised concerns time and again since last several years, but unfortunately, not much heed was paid to it. But now, when the government of Bangladesh have decided to demolish that just to erect another structure in that very place, and government of India coming out with an offer to help Bangladesh, it remains to be seen what would be the exact stand of Bangladesh government. But everybody is hopeful that given the air of despair within the Bengali community and Satyajit Ray's family,
Right.
might be so that they would hear to the plea of the government of India, and may restore that structure once again.
Yes,
Back
at
to
the
you.
end of the day, this has got the sentiments of people. This property and this structure, in that sense, has got a lot of people, you know, attached to it. Also, it's not got to do with, you know, Bangladesh or India, but more about the Bengali culture, which of course is intrinsic on both sides. It's not just got to do with Indian Bengalis, but also Bengalis living in Bangladesh, who they relate to. Essentially, the argument of the Bangladesh government is that this is in a dilapidated condition and that a proper structure is going to be set up for the same work to be done. This poses a safety risk, but the family of Satyajit Ray is not impressed.